A hand reaches forward, steady and unhesitating, moving toward a place that has always existed just beyond sight. The air is charged with expectation, shaped by memory and anticipation, as the path to the throne opens once more. Comin to the throne is not merely a phrase, it is a declaration of return, of renewal, and of a story resuming exactly where it left its mark. Before the crown, the princes in uniform gather again. Their presence carries symbolism that goes beyond appearance. Uniforms suggest order, discipline, and unity, while the crown represents authority, legacy, and recognition earned through time and effort. Together, they form an image that feels both ceremonial and contemporary, blending tradition with modern artistry. The moment feels suspended between past and future, a reminder of what was achieved and what remains to be claimed. 3 years have passed since the last appearance of the top decorative artist whose name once defined a generation of visual expression. In those years, silence became part of the myth. Absence allowed curiosity to grow, speculation to deepen, and expectations to sharpen. A return after such a span carries weight. It suggests evolution, refinement, and a vision reshaped by time. The question now resonates clearly: who is the artist stepping forward to reclaim the spotlight? The setting itself becomes a character in the narrative. The crown is not simply an object but a focal point, representing achievement and the culmination of creative ambition. Standing before it, the gathered figures embody rivalry and respect at once. Each presence hints at a story of preparation, practice, and persistence. The atmosphere is not rushed, it is deliberate, measured, and charged with significance. This moment connects fans and observers to a broader cultural rhythm. Comebacks are never only about return, they are about transformation. A 3-year interval allows styles to change, audiences to mature, and standards to rise. When a top-tier artist re-emerges, the event becomes a reflection of how the scene itself has evolved. What once defined excellence may now demand deeper meaning, stronger identity, and clearer artistic voice. The phrase, "reach out your hand, do not hesitate this time," echoes as a thematic undercurrent rather than a command. It symbolizes resolve, confidence, and the choice to move forward without doubt. It captures the emotional core of the comeback, a decision made with certainty, shaped by experience, and driven by purpose. In this context, hesitation belongs to the past, while action defines the present. The reunion of uniformed princes also suggests continuity. Though time has passed, the essence remains recognizable. Familiar imagery blends with renewed energy, creating a bridge between memory and anticipation. Longtime followers sense nostalgia, while new audiences encounter a carefully constructed introduction to a legacy they are about to witness. At the center of attention stands the mystery of identity. The top decorative artist, known for shaping trends and redefining visual language, remains unnamed. This absence of certainty fuels discussion, imagination, and engagement. The unanswered question becomes a catalyst, drawing attention not only to the individual but to the artistry itself. Style, detail, and presence take precedence over labels, allowing the work to speak before the name is revealed. The event surrounding this moment transforms anticipation into participation. It exists as a shared experience rather than a passive announcement. Through collective attention, the comeback becomes interactive, extending beyond a single reveal into an ongoing narrative shaped by curiosity and prediction. The structure of the event encourages observation, interpretation, and connection, reinforcing the idea that cultural moments are built together with the audience. Rewards associated with the event carry symbolic value as well. Instax's mini film, tangible and nostalgic, reflects the desire to capture moments as they unfold. Film represents memory preserved in physical form, aligning with the theme of a return that deserves to be remembered. The choice of such a prize reinforces the importance of documenting this chapter, turning fleeting excitement into lasting keepsakes. The time frame of the event adds urgency without pressure. A clear window frames the experience, emphasizing that this moment is temporary and meaningful. Time-limited opportunities mirror the fleeting nature of artistic eras, reminding participants that cultural highlights are defined as much by their timing as by their impact. Beyond the mechanics, the narrative remains focused on artistry and presence. The throne is not claimed through noise but through confidence and consistency. The returning artist's influence is implied through reputation rather than assertion, allowing anticipation to build organically. This restraint enhances credibility, suggesting that true stature does not require excessive proclamation. Visual imagery plays a crucial role throughout the narrative. The crown, the uniforms, the gathered figures, and the reaching hand form a sequence of symbols that guide interpretation. Each element contributes to a cohesive aesthetic that balances elegance with power. The imagery invites viewers to pause, observe, and interpret, rather than simply consume. The absence of explicit direction gives space for personal engagement. Observers are free to form their own expectations, align their own memories, and project their own hopes onto the unfolding story. This openness strengthens emotional connection, transforming a promotional moment into a shared cultural experience. 3 years of silence now feel purposeful. Rather than fading, the artist's legacy has been preserved, waiting for the right moment to resurface. The return suggests readiness, not necessity. It conveys confidence that the stage will still be there, the audience still attentive, and the impact still potent. As the princes stand once more before the crown, hierarchy becomes secondary to harmony. Each presence contributes to the gravity of the moment, emphasizing that greatness often emerges within a collective context. Even as attention centers on a single artist, the surrounding figures reinforce the scale and significance of the return. The phrase, "come into the throne," captures momentum. It implies movement rather than arrival, process rather than conclusion. This distinction matters, as it frames the comeback as the beginning of a new chapter rather than a final destination. The throne awaits, but the journey toward it remains the true focus. In this narrative, power is understated yet unmistakable. Confidence is expressed through calm imagery and deliberate pacing. The absence of haste reflects assurance, suggesting that the returning artist understands the value of timing and presence. As speculation grows, so does engagement. Conversations form, predictions circulate, and memories resurface. The question of identity becomes a communal puzzle, drawing together those who share appreciation for the art and its history. This collective curiosity transforms the event into more than a reveal, it becomes a moment of connection. Ultimately, the story centers on renewal. A return after years of silence carries the promise of something refined and meaningful. It honors the past while asserting relevance in the present. The throne, the crown, and the gathered figures all point toward a singular truth: some legacies do not fade, they wait. When the artist finally steps forward, the moment will feel earned. Not because of spectacle alone, but because of the narrative built through restraint, symbolism, and anticipation. The hand that reaches out does so with certainty, shaped by experience and guided by vision. This chapter stands as a reminder that artistry thrives on patience, mystery, and confidence. The throne is not simply reclaimed, it is redefined. And in that redefinition, a new era quietly begins, framed by a crown, surrounded by princes, and marked by the return of a name that once set the standard and now prepares to do so again.